So Andrew, tell us all about Rummble.
Okay, so Rummble makes it easy to find the people and most of all places nearby that you like. So rather than give you, the 40 or 50 restaurants that are near here where we're standing in near Alexanderplatz, we'll just tell you the 4 or 5 nearby that will fit your tastes. So we're trying to actually give people less options rather than more, because you don't want to choose from a massive list. You just want to walk out of here and within 10 seconds know where to go.
So how does your taste get into the system? How does it learn what you want?
Okay, so what happens, we've developed a technology called based on trust networks, which has an algorithm, and essentially this works out who you trust for different types of content. And so let's say you walk out of here and you review a bar nearby. As soon as you rate that bar, anyone else that has also rated that bar, it will infer a level of trust or distrust in their rating. And what we do is apply that to both your social network, but also underneath all the other people that you don't even know, and we develop a personal trust profile for each person. So it's quite computationally intensive, it's quite complex mathematically, but it means that you get more relevant content.
So if we're playing technology bingo at this event, you're doing pretty well, right?
Yeah, we're not doing badly.
You've got the location-based social network, the messaging stuff, the intelligent filtering, right?
Yeah, I mean the core of the service really is the algorithm, but around that we've built probably too much functionality actually. Around that we've built a bunch of stuff which we feel is kind of value added. But as much as possible we're plugging into other services. So we plug into the simple side, Flickr, and YouTube and those sort of things for content, but also we have a complete Facebook app and Twitter. So when I update my status on Rummble, it updates my Twitter, my Facebook, my Bebo status, and also we support all the location-based technologies. So we support Fire Eagle, which is still in beta from Yahoo. We've also just launched with Google Location API, so either on the desktop or on your mobile, even from a browser now we can support Cell ID. So with a bunch of other technologies like SMS and a whole bunch of other things.
So if no one's actually already met Andrew, and I don't think that's actually that many people who are watching. I mean, you guys are pretty major presence at every single event I've ever been to. This is not the first time
I don't sleep much.
Of course. Obviously, you've made your brand spread really well, and you've been marketing it. Is that part of some big marketing budget, or are you guys just there on the floor? I mean,
no, we haven't got any marketing budget at all. I mean, I think if you're a startup and you're bootstrapping, you've just got to put in the hours and you've just got to get out there and talk to a lot of people. And I love the industry. I love a lot of the people I meet have become good friends. So yeah, you're right. You've just got to, alongside doing everything else that you have to do as a startup entrepreneur, you've just got to get on the floor and and be imaginative. Really.
So I mean, we're really talking about the Church of Calacanis here, because Jason Calacanis is always saying.
I'm from a different denomination.
But Calacanis is always saying, you've got to get out there, you are your own PR, and you guys definitely do that. I mean, you're always there on the floor, always speaking to people. So it's an example of how even without a marketing budget, you can get pretty good presence, right?
Yeah, I mean, you've got to, you just have to, you've got to plan ahead. So, book the flights when they're really cheap, all the really obvious stuff. And, you can get to events cheaply, and if you talk nicely to sponsors, you can wangle, tickets in and, all that sort of good stuff.
So if I understand correctly, you've been running for quite a while now, haven't you?
Yeah, nearly 3 years.
Excellent. And so in that time you've got quite a bit of traction, right?
Yeah, I mean, we only went into closed beta last September, I think. And we got up to about, I think it was about 50,000 users, 45,000 users. And then after that we went to open beta and went out to just over 70,000 users, and we've been open beta for about 3 months. But we're only just about to launch our mobile app, so we hope that that's going to accelerate us a lot better.
And that segues perfectly into us doing a demonstration of your new application.
Okay, yes, I'm going to now crash and burn by demonstrating a pre-release app. So here we go, let's see how we go. So, as I said, the idea on mobile is you've really got to give people what they want within seconds. Nielsen famously says about online, let people find stuff on the web within 30 seconds from your website. I reckon on the phone, if you're going to walk out of a bar and use a phone to find somewhere else, it's probably less, it's probably 10 or 15 seconds. So, you just fire up the app straight away. You okay with that? So it knows where I am, it knows where I'm in Berlin. I've got my status up the top here, and it's just going to search what's nearby. So here's the list of things nearby, and all the important thing is that all these ratings are personalised to me. So while I might see for Panorama Bar, I might see 7.5. Oops, it's updating. You might log in and see 6 or 9 out of 10, depending on your trust network and how much you'll like that place. So you can then zoom in on the picture, close that. You can get routing here. You can see it on a map. You can read the comments from people, and you can then also filter and say, well, Ira here, one of our users, has got 28 places in Berlin, it says, so let's just click on her, and then what it'll do is then filter down just on her Rumbles, the area around us. take a few seconds. There we go. So these are her rumbles. So again, you can pick one of these. There's well, some of these are quite a long way away actually. But you can then sort. You can sort on personal rating. You can sort alphabetically. Sort nearby. If I want to close that filter, oops, low battery, typical Apple. Low battery, I can just close that filter down. You can automatically set your location, so you use the location functions on the phone. And if I want to update my status, oops, just click on here, what am I doing? And again, that will update to all the other services. And you can also add a Rummble very easily. So if I just want to add this place, I can type in here a name now for it, literally then just snap a photo, give my rating, and it's done.
Excellent. Well, thanks for the demo. That was extremely brave to do a demo when we have flaky Wi-Fi and your phone's really running out of battery. So well done.
You're welcome.
And obviously that application was developed in-house by you guys, wasn't it?
Yeah,
so
it was, yeah.
It's an example of get some technical talent. I spoke to Gabriel about it earlier. We were speaking about iPhone development.
Sure.
If you've got some great co-founders, some great developers.
Gabriel's a great guy. So
yeah.
I'm really lucky. It's taken time, but I've found a really good founding team.
Yeah.
And that's taken, for example, it took Ben Hull just joined me. He's a really talented Australian designer. But it took me 10 months to find that guy, and we tried a couple of people. So my advice to all the startups is, everyone said it, but it's so much about the people. Yeah. And if you've got someone and they join and they don't, the gut feeling says they're not going to work out, fire them. Hire slow, fire quickly.
So as well as the tick box for the technology bingo list, you've already got the bootstrapping, the great team. So it looks like Rumble's going to do really well.
Yeah, I hope so. We're really well positioned. We've got a major rework on the web UI, because I think technology-wise the web version's great, but there are definitely some usability issues. So we're going to address those in the next sort of 8 weeks. But then after that, with the launch of the mobile app, we're all set for a good first quarter next year, I hope.
Excellent, cool. Well, best of luck with that, and thanks for talking to us.
Thanks for your time.
Cheers.